Yeah.
1, 2.
Hi everyone, welcome back to the series We Looking for Forest. I'm Chang. Today I'm taking us to a small town in India where I used to volunteer for an NGO project about late February and March this year. As I said in the first video, through this series, I would like to introduce you to some meaningful projects and help you to meet some people who are doing cool things out there about forest and climate actions and listen to what they have to share. So today, we're gonna have some special guests. Let's keep watching to see who they are. So we have been talking about growing and protecting forests to fight climate change. But how about food? While we have a limited land on this planet, we need them to grow forests to sequester carbon dioxide. On the other hand, we also need agriculture to feed about 9 billion people in the year 2050. Is there a way that we can achieve both? Agroforestry is a combination of agriculture and forestry. Besides agricultural crops or pasture land, we plant woody perennials such as trees, shrubs, palms, bamboos, etc. on the same area. Agroforestry is not a new practice, but is becoming one of the climate-smart agricultural practices, which helps to not only adapt but also mitigate climate change. Trees can help farmers adapt to climate change by providing shade and cool environment to sensitive crops and animals, by filtering and capturing water resources, by forming microclimate with a greater biodiversity of insects and animals. On the other hand, the rate of carbon sequestration under an agroforestry system is proved to be higher than those from monocrops. To give you an example about agroforestry in a specific context, let's follow me to Manadapalli, a small town in South India, and visit the project Toranam. Many farmers in Manadapalli and Andhra Pradesh state suffer from heavy dependence on hybrid seeds and chemicals and an unstable market. They are vulnerable to climate change. Failed monsoons, shortage of rainwater, and most farmers grow monocrops, especially tomatoes, which can easily expose them to low prices and crop loss. The Project Toranam is setting up a demonstration farm for organic agroforestry. By using diverse native tree species combined with multi-purpose crop designs, Toranam is engaging farmers with sustainable agriculture practices which can help them adapt to climate change. Our two special guests today will be Francisca, the project manager of Toranam, and Glim, an Indian master student who has been involved in the project for 9 months, to share with us about some insights and also their opinion about the role of young people.
Hi, I'm Francisca and I founded Toranam project a couple of years ago together with Monia and Prasad. And now I'm managing the project in India and also from Germany. My motivation starting this project, it was actually a little bit of a coincidence. So I started as a university project. But now I just like doing it a lot. And I think the situation here with the small-scale farmers committing suicides, being so much under pressure from various things like climate change, the pressure of like these big agrochemical companies. So now we have different types of agroforestry models here. So one is trees on agricultural land, and we have a variety of fruit and nitrogen fixing trees on a millet-based crop rotation. And then we also have a home garden system with a lot of fruit trees and a lot of vegetables. And we have another agroforestry system that is it's a very dense system, mainly to improve the soil quality first. And we're also using the whatever we can cut from the trees as fodder for our cows. So we have 4 agroforestry plots, and in total we have planted more than 500 trees on our land and on participating farmers' land. And we're already only 2 years after starting the whole project, we're already seeing a lot of improvement in, for example, the soil quality. So the farmers around there in general, they're very interested in agroforestry and what we're doing here. And they're also very curious about learning they want to learn new technologies, but actually agroforestry is not very new, it's a very old concept, but not that much known anymore to the farmers around. So yes, the farmers are very excited about it, and we already have a waiting list with about 20 to 30 farmers that actively want to get involved in the project. So the main concern for the farmers is the money. So they're not worried about the environment or climate change that much. As long as they think they can make money, they're ready to do whatever it takes. And so this is something we have to work with. So if we go to the farmer and we tell them, listen, climate change is there, maybe you should plant some trees, or oh, what you're doing is not good for the environment, maybe you should change it. The farmer will just laugh at us. So we need to make sure that we're improving the farmer's situation as well as protecting the environment, and this is exactly what happens with organic agroforestry systems. Our approach is to get the farmers to transition bit by bit. They don't have to start agroforestry on their land, on their whole land at the start. If they are ready to try it out on a small piece of land, they will realize how it works, that it works, and then they will slowly change completely. The next steps are to have more model plots on the farm. We still have 3 or 4 plots that we're not using right now, so we have the potential and the land to plant a lot more trees, to do a lot more agroforestry, and then also we want to actively involve a lot more farmers and plant a lot more trees. In numbers, maybe within the next year, 20 more farmers would be depending on their size of land, 2,000 to 5,000 trees. And then I think the project will start taking off, and we can plant even more trees every year.
Hello, I'm Klim. I've done my master's in sustainable development practices, and I've been involved in this project for 9 months. So first and foremost, what the youth has to do is they're educated and they're more well informed, more knowledgeable. So what they can first and foremost do is disseminate information to the older generation, the older farmers who have been practicing more traditionalistic approach towards cultivation, and how those bad practices can be either improved or discarded. And apart from that, they can be more innovative, which the older generation might not possibly know about it.
And do you think there's potential for the young people to also come back to the land
Yeah, sure.
and kind of take over some of those roles?
Yeah, so what part of India is where we are at is called Rayalaseema, and this is known as semi-arid area. So a lot of people move to other towns, districts in search for jobs, mainly based on agriculture, for example, chili cultivation or groundnut or tomato even. So what they can do is bring forth other people who are there in the urban areas come back to the farm or the small piece of land and do something innovative with that.
Thank you, David, for having me to conduct the interview. And if you guys want to know more about Toranam, you can go on our website. I hope you have enjoyed my video today, and until next time.